Hello, friends, and welcome. I'm going to wear a hat today. Hopefully that is okay with everybody. That sun is pretty powerful here already this morning at 9:30 a.m. So please forgive me for having the sunshade and not being able to see my faces clearly. As you sit up nice and tall, either thinking of being on the middle of the buttocks bones or the lengthening of the spine or visualizing and imagining roots growing down. So many ways that we play with this. What would be the most beneficial to you this morning? And the one thing I like to put in there and do most classes, right, is that long spine. It is the superhighway of the body and the main communication hub, right? Or channel. It's not the hub. I mean, the motherboard is up in the brain, but the motherboard can't connect to the rest of the system if the spine is all crimped and crowded and pinching and so on. While you're here, take a few moments and tune into that body and your holistic body, wherever you want to start with that. Just noticing anything you notice about your holistic body. And bring those arms out to the side. Eyes can be opened or closed. Turn the palms up. Inhale, reach the arms up. It's the arms of the sun salutation. Exhale those hands on down, past the heart, past the solar plexus, the navel chakra, right? Inhale, reach those arms out and up. As if you could bring those hands past all of the 7 major chakras of the body. One more, inhale. And exhale, let's land with our hands in front of our heart, gently bow the head in, take a moment and set an intention for your practice today. Bring the hands down, go ahead and lift the chin, open the eyes, and let's just move on the breath here today. Oh, Hunter has joined us since we opened our eyes. We're gonna bring our arm out much like we're an airplane, right? And then we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna come on over to one side and push off and over to the other. Add breath, right? Maybe exhaling to one side and inhaling up. If it feels all right to turn that top palm up and reach the arm over. In between, right? Go ahead and take that, or I guess in between you're in airplane arms, but when you go over, I'm a little off today, friends, so thank you for your patience. And the next time that you're over on the right, why don't you stay there and let's meet there and pause for just a moment, reaching the left buttocks going down, reaching the fingers away, find that alignment of the neck with the rest of the spine, and then maybe turn the head and push off the hand, toggle over to the other side. Again, sink the right buttocks down, reach away, maybe turn the head and look up. And coming back up. Pause, take one full breath. Not in a rush to go anywhere or do anything, right? Go ahead and bring those arms out. Goalpost, we've been working with this the past few weeks. Exhaling to the right, inhaling center, and exhaling to the left, allowing this to be a smaller twist. We are not using the arms as external levers to bring us in. Concentrate on your side waist. There's muscles in there called the obliques. Ask the obliques to turn on, to turn you in. And just because I said the obliques and it takes place in the waist doesn't mean you should work them at 150% and do more, right? It just simply means we're asking for engagement and waking up. The next time you're over to the right, you're going to bring your hands into their more traditional position, how we often work, right? Left hand out, right leg, right hand behind. Get tall. Now keep the obliques working. Use the arms. Turn yourself a little further in. Now we've got that external lever. Breathing. Now keep your shoulders where they are. Turn the head and look over the left shoulder. Just waking up the neck a little more. Release the body forward. Hands could be on hips. I forgot to say that as a modification. If you're sensitive, shoulders, goalpost, or arms extended would be the most load bearing, right? We're bearing the most weight the further the arms get away from the body. So your exhales are bringing you one side. Your inhales are bringing you back to the center. And again, it's not a very big twist. Allow that to be the case. Don't try to push for more. Just use the obliques, getting in as far as you can with, an active engagement, like a 75% situation. The next time you're to the left, bring your hands into their second position. Inhale the spine long. Now keep the obliques on. Use the arms. Turn in just a little further, maybe, looking over that left shoulder. And keep your shoulders where they are. Turn the head and look over the right shoulder. Release the body, turn the body forward. She says with a big yawn, come onto hands and knees. Couple of cat-cows. Just moving the spine in 6 directions. That's our very first order of business here, right? Inhaling into cow and exhaling up into cat. Do that a few times for yourself. And just notice your spine in these 2 positions, right? Good morning, spinal column. And then go ahead and just kind of move in any way that you want. You can bend elbows, move hips right, left, back, forward, etc. Just kind of move around a little bit and try to find the little nooks and crannies of the body that might be, oh yeah, I got a little extra stretch. Thank you so much. And then go ahead and come on back to center. Now we're going to come onto our back. So you can just kind of push off, move the blanket if you were working with a blanket. Come onto your back. Move, little ant, I don't want to get you. And as you come down onto your back, grab a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can just, work with your hands on the leg as a support system. Bring the right leg in, strap the right leg. And again, we're going to move on the breath a decent amount today, right? So you're going to have both straps in the right hand. Go ahead and take just a few moments here and work that back leg line, letting the thigh push forward. I love the image of imaginary hands behind my thigh. Tee your left arm out, and we're just going to leave the left knee bent for now. Let the right leg move over to the right, the left knee over to the left. Inhale, back up to center. And exhale, left knee to the left, right leg to the right. Just try to keep that pubic bone pretty stable and centered as you move the legs from side to side. And one more time like this, and then pause and push the heel away, right? Feel the lengthening of the inner groin. Come back up. Now, some of my friends, you're going to do that again. That feels really great. You love it. You want to do it again. Some of my friends, the right thigh is going to push forward, and I'm going to extend the left leg out, and then I'm going to work the left leg, and this is the stronger version, right? That doesn't mean you should do it and you should will your body into it, right? Only if it's your work today. Right leg over to the right, left thigh and hip down. Y'all were with me last week. Last week, I did the gentler version on everything. Inhale up. I just needed to be gentle with myself, more emotionally than physically. Exhale, right leg over to the right, left thigh down. But believe it or not, when we push ourselves physically, inhale up, that can also push us emotionally, right? Or work those other parts of our holistic body. And that can be beneficial and that can be negative. Last week, it felt negative to push myself too hard. Inhale, come back up, pause. Let's go ahead and put the strap in the left hand. Right hand can come wherever it's comfortable. And we won't work this one quite as long, but let's say hi to that outer thigh by reaching the right leg to the left just a little bit, pausing, right? Pulling the pinky toe edge back to the outer right hip. And come back to center. Release that leg out. Reach the heel up to the sky. Keep the belly toned. And go ahead and reach that right foot down to the ground. Right? Leg drop, I believe it's called in like Pilates or whatever. Don't love the name of that. You're not dropping, you're controlling. Put your feet on the ground with your knees bent. We're going to go right into the other side. Bring that left leg in. Strap the foot. Push the heel up. Today, both straps in the left hand. Right arm can just tee out, and then pause for a hot second here, right? And just feel that lengthening, that left heel reaching up. Sorry, readjusting my little earpiece if you're hearing me monkeying around. And then breathing, letting that left thigh move forward into imaginary hands or whatever works for you. And then inhale. When you exhale, left leg to the left, the right knee to the right. Work with that bent knee for the first couple, right? Inhale up. You get benefits too. There are different benefits here than when my leg is straight. One's not better than the other. And inhaling up, and you know we're doing both today. So, exhaling over, pause for a moment with the exhale out, reach through the inner heel and come back up. Some of us, we're gonna do that again. Some of us are extending the right leg out and working the right leg with quite a bit of power, right? We're gonna keep that thigh down as we exhale the left leg out to the left, right knee to the right. Inhale up, exhale over, inhale up. We're gonna do that one more time. Just noticing the difference between the two for you, whatever that is, right? And coming back up, both straps, right hand, left leg over to the right just a little bit, and just pause there and feel that outer thigh starting to work. If you're not sure where you're supposed to be or not feeling much, you could, draw a little circle with your heel and just kind of find the place where you feel the biggest stretch. I shouldn't say biggest, the stretch that is where your body doesn't get protective and you feel benefit, right? Pulling left pinky toe back to left hip. Coming back up, release that strap off of the foot, reach the heel up, and slowly start to lower that left leg, toning the abdomen, trying not to let the pelvis move at all, the low back move at all. And then just soften for a moment before we come up and just notice what you notice. Feet on ground, knees bent. Move that strap off to the side. We'll come back to that maybe later. With our arms by our side, we're going to inhale the right arm overhead, minimal muscular effort, right? And exhale the right arm down. Inhale the left arm up overhead, any amount. Sensitive shoulder friends, don't push too much. Exhale down. This time when the right arm goes overhead, you're going to turn the head to the left, right? I always think of this as separation of neck and shoulder. Inhale back up, head to the center. Exhale, left arm overhead, head turns right. And coming back to center. Now both arms are going to inhale up and overhead. Soft shoulders, especially the upper trap land, right? Exhaling back down by the side. You can just do that, or if you want to add a bridge, I reach my arms overhead as I lift my hips, coming into a bridge. And exhale down. Now I'm keeping my head centered as both arms are reaching, and I'm lifting my hips, right? One more time. Lift the hips. This time, leave your arms overhead. Roll your body down. Sorry, till your hips come down to the ground. Extend your right leg out. Extend your left leg out. Move the right heel towards the right edge. Cross your left ankle over or just next to the leg. Grab your left wrist. Wiggle your shoulders over. This is that banana-shaped C curve, right? Let your left ribs be heavy and breathe into that left side body. Unwind, come back to center, left heel towards left side of mat, right heel either next to left heel or ankle crosses over. Grab right wrist, wiggle shoulders to the left. And again, now we're in a banana shape facing towards the left, yeah? The top and bottom of our banana. Let that right rib cage be heavy. Breathe. Coming back through center, bring those feet back to neutral, arms back, and bring the arms back down by the side. Pause for 2 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. One more just like that. Inhale. And exhale. You can go through fetal position. Pardon me, you can do teeter-totter, or you can bring the legs in and you can rock yourself up, pull the heels back, or swing the legs around and make your way back into a downward facing dog. Now, I'm not trying to have us move really fast today, right? But we are just kind of moving from one thing to the next. But that doesn't mean you still can't take your time and not be up quite yet and meet us there when you get there, etc. All of those things, right?
Bending the knees a little bit. Can you get more length in your spine? Rotating your outer upper arms in. Can you find more freedom in the upper traps? Let that neck be free. Reach the heels down any amount without any of that changing in the spine. Breathe. Okay. We're going to inhale the right leg up, square hip, and then bring that foot forward. You're going to bring the left knee down. Feel free to pat it or not, or double your mat over. And inhale up into a low crescent, a modified crescent, right? Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up into the air. If you start to build too much heat, exhale, foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, reaching the arms out and up. These are sun salutations. They're made to build heat, a variation of an opposite. And bring the hands down and step back to downward dog. We're going to do that again. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale it forward. Bring the knee down. Use the inhale to come up into your lunge. And exhale. What I was starting to say is if this becomes too much, you might just do a child's pose and wait for us, or sit one out. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale it forward, right knee down. Inhale up into your low lunge. We're going to add on next time. Exhale down. So it's the same start, right? Step back, downward dog. Inhale, right leg. Exhale forward, left knee down. Inhale up, pause, stay here. Bring that right hand down to the right thigh. Lean over to the right, letting the left side body lengthen. Come back up to center. Keep the right hand on the thigh. Cross the left elbow over. If that feels too extreme right away, we haven't done tons of twists. Left hand under left shoulder is your modification. Bring hands together into prayer, get long. And exhale, push the elbow and the knee together. And the in-between for me is I just don't work it with quite as much pushing and intensity. And then I can be here without feeling like it's too much, right? And bringing the hands down, stepping back, downward, facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale it forward, right knee down. Inhale up into your lunge. Pause, stay here. Left hand, left thigh. Reach out of that right side waist and lean to the left and take a breath. Inhale back to center and bring that right elbow. Again, I use my left hand to turn my belly to try to hook, or I bring my right hand under and do that twist. Palms together, inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Go ahead and gently push elbow and knee into each other to twist. And reach the hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths, inhale. And exhale. Feel free to continue to put micro adjustments into your practice. Inhale if that works for you. And if you're like, nope, I'm great where I am right now, awesome, stay there. Exhale, bring the knees down wide, bring the big toes together, sink the buttocks, hips towards heels, pause. 3 breaths, inhale and exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Okay, reach your arms out in front of you. Press down, inhale up, hands and knees. If you were working with a blanket, you're going to move that blanket off to the side, right? If you need to come out of downward dog to do that, you're welcome to. Inhale, right leg up, bring that foot forward. And now we're going to turn and face the left long edge of our mat. So you're just going to turn your feet, your legs, walk your hands, and you'll end up facing the left edge of the mat, the long edge. Now turn your feet out to about a 45 and just toggle back and forth, bending one knee, straightening another, any amount. Hands can walk back and forth with you when you do it, whatever feels good. Now turn your left toes towards what was the front of your mat, the heel back. Turn your right toes and your knee towards what was the front of the mat. So we think warrior 2, that's where we're going to head. Walk your hands a little bit towards the front until you're framing like a lunge, and then bring that left arm and swing to bring it all the way up.
And here you are in warrior two. If you need to readjust because you're like, where were you taking me? Or you didn't understand my cues, that's all right. Here we are, right? Take a breath. Maybe looking over the right fingers. We're not going to hold anything too long. Let's move through this little externally rotated series. Bring that left hand down to the left leg, reach the right arm up. I am not mirroring, just so you know. Exhaling, bring that forearm to the leg, bring that left arm over, side angle. You could bring it forward. You could put hand on hip, working shoulder and elbow back. Hopefully you know all those things, right? Left fingertips up, straighten right leg, work into triangle. Take a breath. And then look down, bring your hands down, step back. We're going to come to our bellies, friends. So you can bring your knees down. That's what I'm going to do. Or you can extend out into full plank and exhale down through your push-up. Inhale. I'm going to encourage everyone to come up into a low cobra. I'll give you upward dog on the next one, but just start to open the upper back. We haven't done much, right? Exhaling down. We got 2 more of those. Inhaling up. Pull that belly up too, right? Exhale. One more time. Inhale up. Now keep an element up this, but come down just a little bit. Move your hands back a little bit. Keep the knees down or curl the toes under, right? Curl the toes under, everybody. Keep the knees down or not. And come through your half push-up or your full push-up. Make your way to downward dog. Breathe. Good morning. Okay, I'm going to switch my body so that I'm going to be still facing you when I come up. Inhale, left leg up and bring it forward between the hands. You're going to turn and face the right edge of your mat, the long edge. Toes turned out at a 45. Straighten one leg and bend the other knee and reverse that. And just toggle back and forth. If you'd like a little bit more core work, you're going to come up with your hands so that they're not on the earth, and you're going to bear the weight of the body, right? It becomes a weight-bearing exercise. And then we're going to come down to the earth so that we all do this transition together. Turn your right toes forward towards the left heel. Your right heel moves back. Turn your whole left leg till it faces the short edge of the mat, right? And then from there, frame your leg. Right arm is going to windmill to bring you all the way up into your warrior two. And breathe, right? Make any little fine-tuning adjustments. That's so float your boat. Bring the right hand down, left arm up, reverse warrior. Reaching all the way forward, forearm down, right arm, hand on hip, elbow back, arm over, swing it forward and over. They're all on the table. Side angle. Reaching those right fingertips up, really slowly straightening left leg, left hip in the socket. Here we are in triangle. For a beat, for a breath. Turn and look down. Bring those hands down. We got one more push-up series. Knees can be up or down. Exhale through your push-up. Inhale, low cobra. If you're ready for upward dog is that one, right, where the thighs lift up, but the feet and the hands push down, the chest opens, and we all meet back in downward facing dog. Last downward dog of class right here. Inhale. Pardon me. Exhale. Take one more breath. Inhale. And with your exhale, come down into child's pose. Give yourself just a moment here and breathe. I'll make your noises for you. Walk your hands under your shoulders-ish to roll the upper body up. Bring the knees together and swing the legs out. Feel free to sit on height. We will not be here for too long, right? Let the legs come out. Work the legs at, let's say, about 50 to 60%. That gives us that foundation of them pushing down so our spine gets longer, right? And then fold forward if you need bent knees, sitting on height, whatever it is that you need. Take that for yourself, right? And breathe. Encourage those muscles to soften. And sometimes I find reminding my body that I'm not trying to rip anything open or hurt anything, right? I think sometimes the body just intuitively gets really protective. Sometimes when it even doesn't need to, right? So just letting it know that it's safe right now. And then, make sure you're treating it in a safe way and not trying to push yourself beyond your means.
And then come on up. Grab inner knees, bring soles together. We haven't done a lot for the hippies, so don't think you're getting the deepest thing you ever did here. Be kind. Pull against the shins and lengthen spine. This might be your work. You might fold forward. This is my work today from right here. I got some stuff going on in my right hip. And I've been telling people as a teacher, like I've gotten to the point where I don't push myself into like ridiculous things, but I'll still show them to try to show you what it looks like and demonstrate. And I'm trying not to do that anymore because if my body doesn't want to be in a position, even to do it to demonstrate and teach, not great for my body, right? So I'm trying to practice what I preach and really listen to my body. But maybe you are folded forward. And send those, inhale up if you're folded forward, send those legs out. Bent knees, hide under your buttocks, whatever you need. Get long, 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 long. Remember, legs pressing down helps that. And then folding forward over this. And maybe that's an inch. Maybe you're all the way down towards the ground. The person who's closer to the ground is not a better human. And the person who's really close to the ground, I would dare say you might want to check into stability. Those of us who are less flexible, we've got resistance to work with that kind of protects us from overstretching ligaments and tendons and things. Those of us who are hypermobile or really, really flexible, those kinds of things, we might need to give a little support and resistance to our own system, right? So we don't overstretch things. Inhale, coming up. Put those feet on the ground, knees bent, buttocks in the middle of your back, in the middle of the mat. That'd be interesting. And go ahead and roll down. And breathe. And from there, walk your feet out as wide as your mat, tee your arms out, and windshield wiper. Don't be in a rush. Let your body just start to unwind in this motion, right? We're using it to maybe just help neutralize the spine a little bit, but also we're not stabilizing from the pelvis anymore. It gets to be pretty footloose and fancy free for a few moments. The next time that you have finished your left, I guess I didn't say start on the right. So whenever your second side finishes, come back to center. Keep the feet wide, lean the knees in. Give yourself a hug with one arm closer to your face. Doesn't matter which one, just make note of it so that you know to do the other one next time, right? And let it be a soft hug. What I mean by that is you can take a few moments and kind of walk the shoulder blades apart or kind of grab them and pull them and the various things sometimes we do, right? Or that's taught. But then soften your grip. Let go of the muscles, the fingers, the hands, the wrists, the arms, the neck, the jaw. Breathe into that area between the shoulder blades. And unwind your arms in order to cross the other arm on top. And again, feel free to kind of walk it in, I'm going to say, but just kind of, whatever that is for you. Take a few seconds and get situated and settled, and then release the hands and the fingers, the forearms, the neck, the tongue, the jaw. Maybe bring some inhales, pardon me, directly into that space between the shoulder blades. And then bring your arms to about a 45, right? Palms up. Take a few moments and walk your shoulder blades into their Goldilocks position, I call it, right? That neutral place, not too far in, not too far down, not too far up, not too far out. You can extend your legs at this point in time if you'd like, or you can leave them as they are. You can try both and see which one feels really good today without having an assumption of what you think your body should do. Try to release the weight of the body down into gravity, gravity coming up to hold you. Maybe ask yourself, is there anything I can let go of? And is there any way I can soften even more? Now, this is not a live Zoom class, which means that anyone taking this class, you're taking a video. You're probably in your own space or a hotel room or some such thing, and chances are great that you could stay here for a few extra minutes. I'm going to encourage you to do that and give yourself that gift of stillness. But if you're on a time limit, you'll start to actually, let's say namaste from here today, and then you can just get up when we're done. So from lying on your back, let's bring our hands together in front of our chest. Inhale. You don't have to bow your head here, but you can just rock your chin a little towards your chest and just give, knowledge of the head to the heart. Namaste, friends.